So yeah, hi. How you doing, guys?
Good. So Nicole, you made the final.
I
Gotta
did.
be happy about that. It must have been the goal.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely, it was the goalie. It was not a good race for me. It really hurt from a long ways out, and you know, it's only my third 5K. I really haven't had a 5K that was that painful, so mentally it was new territory for me to feel uncomfortable for that long, but you know, you never know what's going to happen in the second heat, so even though I was losing contact, I was just trying to stay calm and keep my form and keep moving forward. I was completely locked in with like 600 to go, so that last 400 was really tough. I held on, not my proudest 5K, but I'm in the final. I think nerves definitely got to me a bit. I was really nervous yesterday. I slept for maybe like 2 hours last night. So I'm happy. I think the pressure is for the prelim right now. The pressure is off and I can just recover for 2 days and have fun in the final.
So when you crossed the finish line as the third time qualified in your heat, 15:41, what did you think then?
You know, I knew the time was going to be on the bubble based on how previous world championships have gone. I couldn't really think for a while. I was really dizzy. I was having a really hard time seeing straight the last like 600. So for the first 5 minutes, I wasn't really thinking, thanks, you too. I wasn't really thinking much. And then I came in here and I watched how fast the first K went out of that second heat, and I was like, okay, well, I still have a shot, but that heat separated more than our heat did, and that gap got to be pretty big. So with about a mile to go, I was like, maybe this is gonna work out okay, but it's a long 20 minutes to sit and watch.
When you go to the well that much just to make it to the final, what do you think you can have left for the final?
I think you can come back from the dead in 2 days, especially with everything Team USA has to take care of us. And like I said, I really think a lot of it was nerves, and that tends to drain your energy more than it should. So having that out of the way, I think I'm going to be fine in the final.
If you had told Nicole Tully a year ago that she was going to be a 5K finalist at the World Championships,
I would have laughed. A year ago, I was just coming out of surgery, and you know, it's been a really great year. I've had a lot of people believing in me, a lot of people supporting me, some great training partners. So I've accomplished a lot of things this year that I never would have dreamed of. So it's really just fun to be a part of.
What was the race plan going into the race? I mean, there was 3 girls from Kenya and Ethiopia, and then 1 from Bahrain. So, I mean, was the plan just to try to go around a certain time, or?
Well, you know, one thing that's been great is Terrence Mahan is the women's distance coach, and he's been to a lot of these races and seen a lot of these races unfold. So he had some really good advice, and he told me that if there's a Japanese woman in the race, expect her to go to the front and push it at a modest pace, and that's exactly what happened. But he also told me to be prepared for a strong last 1K. It actually separated a little bit before that, and my strategy was to just maintain contact with that front crew. When the front crew separated, I knew that was where I was supposed to be, but it just felt like a really strong surge early on to do that, so I tried to stay with the second group, and then I lost contact there, which was probably the biggest mistake that I made. I think maybe if I, push myself to keep contact with Steph Dwell and the Japanese woman, I might have mentally done a little bit better aside from being in no man's land, but live and you learn.
Obviously, you'll be a tremendous long shot to get a medal. What do you think will be the best race plan for you in the final to get as high placing as you can?
The best race plan for me is to just go into it having fun and not put too much pressure on myself, and just try and zone out, tuck in, and pretend I'm a 1,500 meter runner still in the last 800.